Hi, Leo. This is Just with your September mid-month 2017 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Leo, I do see some disappointments that's come up for some of you guys. I do see that there has been there's been some there's been a bit of a disappointment. Now, for some of you, it could be around anything. I mean, this could be around anything actually. It looks like some of you, you've gotten some news that something didn't go your way. Okay. And you're confused by it. Like, what the hell, but you still have to move on. You still have to go through the same motions. You still have to, you still have to keep going in spite of, them telling you to no, or you having to kind of cut something out, but still not kind of knowing how you're going to get to the next stage. You may have said, hell, I'm leaving this job. I don't know where I'm going to get another job from, but I'm leaving this one. You know what I mean? Them wanting you to leave. And you're like, why? I didn't do anything wrong. That sort of thing. So, or you going for a new job and they're saying, yeah, we want you. Then they're saying, no, actually, we don't. And you're like, what? So there's this disappointment that some of you have recently experienced, and you're confused as to why all of this is happening to you. But you're still kind of moving forward in spite of it. Now, there's a new opportunity. So if you're looking for work, there may be a new opportunity, but I do see that at first things are going to start moving forward, and then there may be a lull that'll take place thereafter. Okay. Don't get depressed, guys. For some of you that you can experience this, the best thing that you could do when you hear stuff like this, and this is a general reading, is to hear it and then to let it go. And that means to focus on other things. That's the best thing you could do for yourself, is to not go back. Don't listen to it 50 million times, hell, you want to listen to my videos 50 million times, fine. No. But, when it's something that you feel you can take on that negative energy, because you have to understand this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading when someone's saying that this is what you're going to experience. And even if it's a personal reading and someone's telling you this is what you're going to experience, the best thing you should be asking them is, okay, well, how, what should I do? What is the silver lining in this whole thing? Because there should be some type of advice here. And the advice is don't stress yourself out. The advice is don't get sucked into the reality of things aren't going my way. And I don't know why. And now I'm going to become despondent. Don't do that. Understand that life has peaks and valleys. And when you guys are peaking, and Leos have been peaking, it's only right that you're going to, valley a little bit, because that's just, the balance of life. So it's just temporary. It's a point in life. It's 2 weeks in a reading. So again, if you can put that in perspective, that would be great. I think that would be the best advice for those of you that are already having a little bit of anxiety hearing what I've just said. Others of you, I feel that some of you may be looking for new work. And it may piss you off, and you may have to start something new and go in a new direction because something isn't working out. You may be feeling like, damn, I like this job, but these people here, I like the people, but this damn job, the commute, it's something that it's just like, you have to change. You're not sure if you should, but you're kind of moving forward on it anyway. And then it's still going to feel like you're not doing it. You're not doing the right thing. Okay. So I would say if you're feeling this way, like, yeah, I'm doing something, I'm not really sure, or I'm not sure why this person is doing this to me. And you don't allow yourself to become despondent. You just have to let this thing play out. Let it play out. If I remember, that'll probably be a tagline. Let it play out, because I do feel like at the end of it, it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Okay. I don't feel like it's going to be like overnight. It's a process, but you don't want to wind up falling out with someone. You don't want to leave a job prematurely. You don't want to do anything in haste that you may regret down the line, because you couldn't figure out why this is happening. Sometimes you just have to let it all play out. You guys are kind of good at that. But, if you don't feel like people are doing you right, then you will take matters in your own hand. And you may be feeling like a circumstance, a situation is just, it's weighing you down. Some of you are feeling like a situation is really weighing you down. Like you guys may have felt very hopeful about something, but as we get closer to the end of this month, you're going to start to become very isolated, very introverted, and everything has to do with finances. Okay. Or not being happy in a particular place. And because you're not experiencing change and things aren't necessarily going your way, you're going to start to isolate yourself and become a bit despondent. And so, again, that's the worst thing that you could do with it. The best thing you could do is be optimistic, try to work on a situation knowing that it's going to get better and things will heal. But you just have to hang in there. Okay. But again, sometimes you can't change the energy that precedes you. But again, if you can, take a hold of it, then you're ahead of the curve and you could dissipate a lot of this energy that's coming up. Some of you might be reaching out to people trying to figure out how can you make a situation better. So, if it is something to do with your finances, it could be a bad business deal, that sort of thing. You may be trying to reach out to figure out how you can make it better, how you can make your money work for you. If you are looking for a new opportunity after gotten a big disappointment with something that you felt was going to work, I feel that you need to stay abreast of your emails and all of the ways that you're able to be notified. Again, like I said, the worst thing you could do is just become despondent, because you may lose opportunities or a way to get out of a situation if you become, if you sulk and you sulk and you get into a negative space. And I feel like if you prolong that, it's only going to turn into you having a fight and a battle. So if you're at a workplace and things aren't necessarily going well with you at work and you become really frustrated and despondent, you may have a falling out with somebody at work. If circumstances where you, if it's a circumstance where you, are trying to think, sorry guys, if it's circumstances where you are if it's a circumstance, I'm sorry guys, it's just like blacked out. If it's a circumstance where I said the thing about work. So if it's something personal in your personal life with a mate and you guys are having financial issues, something like that, you can create problems in your personal life with people. You could create problems in your work life if you allow that negative energy to persist. Now, as it relates to love, I feel like some of you may want to end a situation that you're in because there's just a state of confusion. You may feel like you may have recently ended a relationship, but you're confused as to if that was the right thing to do. If you still have feelings for that person, you may be reminiscing about this person, and you may even be wanting to kind of reach out to them, and that person may have tried to reach out to you. You may feel like there's a possibility here, but you're still not sure. And I feel like there's going to be a level of despondency again coming up as we get closer to the end of the month. I feel like you'll become a bit despondent. You feel like someone may be married. Some of you may be feeling like someone's married. Some of you may be feeling like a person is married and they're not being completely honest with you. And so you may be deciding to say, you know what, I'm not going to waste my time with this because this person is being dishonest with me. And I can't, you can't prove it. That's the thing. You can't prove that the person is being dishonest, but it's just that, you just feel like something's not right. You were hopeful for it because you felt like this person had good intentions, but you're starting to see that this thing is possibly not going to go anywhere. And I feel like you're going to become very despondent. The person will try to reach out to you, but I feel that, you're going to, again, just become despondent from the person. Others of you in your relationship, if you are in a relationship, I feel like this will be a bit of a trial in your relationship these last couple of weeks. Because, again, I feel like there's money woes, and I feel like you just don't feel like you're going to see your way out of it. There may be a lot of things going on in your life, like good things, but a lot of things that maybe you've wrapped yourself into that may be a little bit too much for you to handle. And you may not know exactly how to unwind yourself out of all of them. And this could be happening to your mate as well, your significant other. So it's putting strain on the relationship. You may find that he or she become a bit despondent to you. So the best thing you could do is just continue to live your life, and be there for them as they need you. But just, the best thing you could do, you have to keep moving forward. You may reach out to them and they themselves may be a bit despondent. Don't take it personal. They are going through some things, probably more than what you know. And even if you guys are married and live together, they may be still going through things more than what you know. And there's maybe things that you guys aren't necessarily being honest about with your mate. So your mate maybe not being very responsive to you in the way that you may want them to be. So if you can, be very honest with yourself and admit that, hey, I got myself in a pickle here. Or I just don't feel connected. Whatever the honesty is, be honest with yourself and be honest with your mate. And that's, the best thing that you could do with that situation. Others of you, yeah, I'm kind of seeing the same thing, guys. So I am seeing like this energy is more dominant than, let's say, if you're just having a regular time with, your mate and everything is fine and there's nothing. It could be nothing surrounding your mate, and it could be something else going on within family, friends, that sort of thing. And something may leave you where you just really don't understand how you can make it right. And just in that, it could be 4 days, it could be 4 weeks, but you may just feel like, hey, I'm just in a funk because things aren't necessarily the way I need it to be. So that's what I have for you guys for the last 2 weeks of the month. I'm sorry to have to give you that message, but in respective to how good things have been for Leos, and I know some of you are like, everything's not been good for me, things haven't been that great for me all the time. But there's a lot of Leos that can confess that, hey, yeah, things have been going relatively well for you for the most part. This is just a lull in period. And I feel like if you guys allow the time to pass, you'll get down to the bottom of the situation and things will be okay. You just have to let some time. You just have to give it time. Just give it time. So that's what I have for you guys for the remainder of this month. If you would like to share with us how this relates to you, please do so in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. If you would like a personal counsel with me, I can be reached in the description box below, as well as the beginning and end to this message or video. And if you guys are new to this channel, welcome, and subscribe. If you are new and this seems a little bleak, go back to some other readings if you want to entertain yourself, because it has been good to be a Leo, and I'm sure possibly by next month I'll be saying the same thing once again. So if you are new, welcome, and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Leo.